What is happening, guys? Welcome. Different scene today. As you can probably tell by the thumbnail or the title of this video, we are making a microworm culture today. Microworm is like an amazing live food. This is for the breeding for profit tank. What we got running, so we're breeding guppies at the minute. So obviously you've been following the series, I hope, and you've seen all the updates. So this whole thing has cost around £2 to have. So as you can see, old tubs, just clean them out when you're done with food, like coleslaw tubs. You can buy pots. I used to do that, but it's just what I had to hand, so I thought we'd keep it as inexpensive as possible. What you want to do with the lid is drill holes in the center of them, roughly center, it doesn't matter. This is for air exchange in the tubs, otherwise I assume they die, to be honest, if starved of oxygen. So with that hole, you want to put some floss in the center of the hole and just work it in there tightly. Get through a little bit, pull the rest through like that. That's got to be pretty. Do the other one. So you want to do 2 cultures. Why do you want to do 2 cultures? Ideally you want to have 4, but I ain't got room for that. So, and most people haven't. 2 is a nice easy number, I think. So why you would have 4 is so you would have a backup culture, so you'd have another one ready to go. Basically you have 2 is because you have 1 ready to go. You don't put any microworms in it, you just have it ready to go, sitting dry, ready for the next culture. Because this isn't like a set it and forget it sort of thing. It won't last forever. Every couple of months you'll have to chuck it over, and all you do is you will extract I bought this off eBay for less than £2. It's basically a start culture. You probably cannot see how good the camera is. No, you can't see it, but basically there's worms in there. So let's pretend this is an old culture, it's going bad. You basically just take a bit out of there with a spoon, put it in your new culture ready to go, and job's done. You've got another culture set up ready, and you can wash this out one and then do vice versa, put in the dry mix. There's a couple of different medias you can use for the bottom of it. Like oats is the most common one, like porridge oat. That's what's in this one. And this stinks. So the one that stinks the less is mashed potato. This is from Tesco. It's like the cheapest one, just instant mashed potato. 28p it was. It's literally just when I got it, that's how I know how much it was. So like I said, this was like £1.80. This was 20p. So it's pretty much, give or take, £2 for the culture. I think that's amazing. For live food, for ever. The only thing you have to replace is this. As long as you keep the culture of this alive in the pots, you're fine. So all you want to do is mix this as you would as the ingredients on it. You want 5 millimeters, sorry, just 5 mil of thing. So do this one as well, and then that's done. So this one we can set off to the side, and that's done. We haven't got to do anything more with that. That is the one that's ready for the next one. So what you want to do with this now is just mix it with water like you would make Smash, and other brands are available. So you just mix it with water. Put a bit of water in it. You don't want to do it too wet. You want to be quite dry, because what happens is why it goes bad is they wee in it, they poo in it, the worms, so they eat this and then they defecate in it. So then it gets dirty and minging. So you want to have an extra one ready to go for when this one. You'll know when it's gone because it'll be really runny and disgusting, and it'll just be gross. What's nice with a mashed potato as well is it's pretty much like, you can't really go wrong. If you put too much water in, you can put some more in. If you haven't got enough. Oats, like, it just soaks up stuff, but it doesn't last long. I haven't actually done it oats. I've always used mashed potato doing it, and well, it's not smell. It stinks. Like, it's gonna stink regardless. Like, but apparently it smells a lot worse with oats. So as you see, that's the consistency that you want. Maybe a bit more water. It's still a bit dry. Yeah, so a lot of live cultures, maybe more, like brine chips, shrimp is probably more beneficial to the fish. I'm not sure. I might be talking out of rubbish. These might be better, but for this, it's like you can't go wrong. Like, you just keep it on the side. You haven't got to mess with it. You literally just, every 3-4 months, you set a new culture up, and for 3 months you haven't got to do anything. With brine, you've got to set new cultures up every day. Like, and for that reason, I've never done it. I've just fed frozen brine. That's a mouthful. Yeah, so that's more like it. You don't want it to be too dry, but like, look at that. That's good. That's good. So you just want to flatten it off, and then this culture, you could use anything to use this. Clear's better, obviously, so you can see what's going on. But you want to make sure it has high sides. Like, you don't want to have something small like a hummus pot or something really low. You want to have high sides, because that's where you're going to get the culture from. I'll show this when we do the food episode of the Breeding for Profit of what I'm feeding. I'll show you. But you're going to basically, like, some people use their finger. I use like a Q-tip or something like that. And all the worms will collect around the edge, like around the sides. So you want high sides, so basically you can get the worms off. I was actually worried about these because these have been sat in the envelope that they come in for the last 2 days, but it's a shame you can't see it. I should really get a better camera. Still using my phone. But basically, like, they've been fine. So that stinks. Now we've opened it up, it stinks bad. So you basically want to get your culture in here, in the mashed potato. With the Breeding for Profit series, I'm going to feed this once a day to start with, probably, and then when we get more fish in there and fry, we will be like feeding like 2 times a day or 3 times a day. But we're gonna talk more about that in the food episode. This is basically just showing you how to set up a perfect culture for breeding guppies. I think it's the best. I'm no by far a master breeder, but come on, that's it. So you just basically just pour that on top of there. They'll live and move into the here, and then when you wake up in the morning, all the sides will be covered with worms. So you just scrape, and then just scrape them off the side, put it in the tank, and the fish go absolutely crazy for them. They love it. So yeah, that's the culture done. I don't think there's anything more to be said about it. So I'm going to end it there. I'm really excited. I'm going to feed this tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm desperately waiting for this. And then, yeah, so that's the culture done. That's the backup culture done. They fit like nicely on the side of the table, and it's amazing. Like, you can't go wrong. £2 for that. Just free food basically for 3 months, and then it's pretty like pennies a week to feed like live food. And when you do it, you'll know how good it is, because the fish go absolutely crazy for it, as I said. So I'm gonna set this off to the side. I'll edit this video, and I'll catch you later.